Hello, hello. Gonna wait, see if we get some people in here first before I really start going. Okay, Lorene, Zoe, Flora, when you're in here, if you could just post a couple comments over on the side so I can take a look. Make sure that everybody can hear me. Is that one of you guys? Last time it took a second for the comments to show up, so I'll wait a minute or so before I really start talking to make sure that the comments are popping up. So Lorene, Zoe, if you can hear me, go ahead and pop a comment in there, and I'll keep an eye on my phone in case you are messaging me. Okay, I don't see any comments yet, so if you guys have written any comments, send me a quick message so I know that I'm just waiting for them to pop up like last time. Lorene's typing. Okay, so Lorene has put a comment in there. Last time it took a good 45 seconds or a minute for that to show up. So I'll wait for the comments to show up before I start going. Okay, Zoe sent some too. We've already got a few people in here. I wanted to log in a couple minutes early just in case anyway. So I think that we have a little bit of time. Still don't see your comments, Lorene or Zoe. Oh, I got a little heart bubble. That's nice. That was probably Lorene. She's a lover. All right, got the heart thing. Don't have comments yet. Lorene, if you can hear me. Oh, there's some more emojis. Who gave you a sad, angry face? Come on. You can't do angry faces when Bilbo's around. Where'd he go? Bilbo, where'd you go? There he is. Hey, baby. He gets so confused when I'm talking to other people. He's like, I don't understand why you're not paying attention to me. Hey, babe. His bed is right under me, so he'll probably tuck in for a snooze in a second once he realizes that this attention's not about him. Lorene, can you just send me a quick message to make sure that you can hear me? Because if people can hear me, I might as well just start talking until the comments show up. Because they're not there yet. I might be dragging behind a little bit. Oh, Ryan says she sent the heart, not Lorene. Thanks, Ryan. I miss you. Okay, Lorene can hear me. Ryan can obviously hear me. All right, I might as well start talking and just hope that the comments show up. Because last time they did, it just took a second for them to show up. If they don't show up, how am I going to do a live Q&A? I don't know. I do have a lot of things to announce, so maybe it'll just be an announcement live stream rather than like a Q&A live stream. Should I just Lorene? I might as well. Okay, I'll just go ahead and start. I've been talking for a couple of minutes. So for those of you who are logging in, if you don't know who I am, I'm Shelly. I'm the president of the Postgrads. Oh, Lorene said that she will message me the questions. Thanks. Too bad the tech isn't working quite right. I wonder what would happen if I wrote something in here. Oh, there they go. I sent a message and they all showed up. Perfect. Cool. Okay. Now that we're all here, I'm Shelly. I'm the president of the Postgrads at the University of Kent, and I am here. First of all, the big announcement today is that we got all of our funding for our Welcome Week events. So if you see me looking down, it's because my notes are over here, and I have all of the dates and times for our events. So be sure to get your diaries out if you don't have them out already, because I'll be feeding those to you. And then once we're done with this live stream, once I tell you what the events are and when they're going to be and everything, I'll end the live stream, and then we have all the Facebook event invites all ready to go. So we're going to pop them all up right afterward so you can see them and you can RSVP. Be sure, I'll remind you a couple times, be sure to click that you're going, because a lot of our events involve food, so we want to make sure that we get enough. Last year we had more people show up than RSVP'd, so we ended up not having enough food for everyone, and that's just not fun, so we don't want to do that again. Okay, so Ryan says, bro, bro, nice hat. Thank you. Thanks. Well, I'm wearing the hat because I want people to know that during Arrivals Weekend and Welcome Week, all of the postgraduate officers are going to have this hat. So they're all going to say what their position is on the hat. So if you need postgraduate help, just look for a black baseball cap. We will also be wearing black t-shirts that say postgraduate officer on the back. So we should be easy to spot in a crowd. The other welcome helpers that are being, I think they're being partially organized through the university and partially organized through the Students' Union. They're all going to be wearing the same color t-shirt. I don't know what color that is yet. That's why I went with black, because I figured they'll probably be wearing some bright color. So we'll probably be easy to spot. So if you need help during Arrivals Week and a Welcome Week, look for a black baseball hat and a black t-shirt, and we're the postgrad specific officers. So we'll be easy to spot, and we'll help you move your luggage into your room at Wolf if you're living there. We'll point you in the right direction if you need to go register. Anything you need, we got you. So anyway, oh, Lorene says she feels left out. She should get a hat. Oh, sorry. Come back. I'll make you a hat just for you. Put Lorene on the front. Okay, so a couple things before I get into the events, just like housekeeping announcements, kind of the same thing I do every time. So if you watch the other live feeds, pay attention just in case there's something that you missed. If not, you might have heard this before. First of all, and I'm going to pound this in through every live feed, is as a postgraduate, be sure to get a Twitter account. If you don't already have one, get on Twitter. It's really important because a lot of the networking that you're going to be doing as an academic and as a postgrad is going to be through Twitter. Academic Twitter is a big thing. So if you don't have it, be sure to get it. If you do have it, be sure that there are very important things that you follow. So first of all, follow the University of Kent. It's really easy to find. It's at UniKent. Follow the graduate school at UniKent Grad School. Follow me at UniKent Shelley. And if one of my wonderful producers, I call them producers because it makes me feel fancy, but really they're just my other officers in different places around the world helping out. So we'll do a quick hi to them. Lorene is here. Lorene, if you see her, she was my events officer throughout this last academic year. Her term technically runs through October, so she's still helping out. She's in Munich now because she finished her master's, so congratulations on finishing, and we miss you. And then Flora, whose Facebook name is Paulina, she is in San Francisco area, so Northern California. She's our new events officer, so she's helping out with a lot of stuff. And then Zoe's in here too. Zoe is going to be the new vice president. And Zoe has posted, and she's pinned my Twitter handle. So be sure, first of all, to get on Twitter. If you're already on Twitter, be sure to follow me. I will retweet a lot of really important things. So if you're not sure where to find the university's Twitter handle or the graduate school's Twitter handle, you can probably find that in my feed. I've probably retweeted them at some point. So that'll be easy to do. Be sure that you follow them on Facebook as well. And Zoe, if you can get these links ready, I had her get them all ready before, so they'd be quick to pop in. So be sure that you're following the graduate school on Facebook, that you're following the university's Facebook page. And then I went over this in the other videos, so I don't really need to go over it in a lot of detail right now. So be sure that you go back to watch that. But we, the graduate, postgraduate officers, we're different from the union, from the Students' Union. We're two separate entities. So we do exclusive postgrad events. So anything that you see on our platforms is specifically for postgraduates. And then the Students' Union, Kent Union, is there for all students. So they're going to post things and events that are open to everybody. So if you're interested in that kind of stuff, then we have the link for their Facebook as well. So yeah, so if you're looking for just postgraduate specific things, that's us. If you're looking for all students, all events around campus that are going to be open to everyone, be sure to follow Kent Union's page. The other link that she's throwing up there is our private exclusive postgraduate Facebook page for the University of Kent. So definitely be sure to get into that group, because that's where we're going to have all of our events posted, all the important information you're going to need to know. People are already in there, like mingling and meeting each other from their courses or in their flats. So that's a really social community space, and we keep a really tight grip on that. We don't let people in who aren't postgraduates. So specifically postgraduates at Kent, we don't let them in. So we're not going to do spamming. We don't do promoters in there. We don't let people advertise stuff. So it's really a safe communal space where we post a lot of cat pictures. We like to take pictures of the cat. And we post a lot of community pictures. If you're out and about and you want to post something, that's always really fun too. We had somebody this past year, he went to Origins for lunch, and if you watch any of my live feeds, you know that like I am obsessed with Origins, and I think that a lot of postgraduates are. It's kind of a joke that all the postgrads love Origins. It's a restaurant on campus, and we had a postgrad post a picture of his hamburger and his beer into the postgrad group last year, and all of a sudden everybody was like, we want to go to Origins. So we made this big sort of meetup, this like informal lunch at Origins, because we all got hungry because of that post. So we keep it fun, we keep it light. We'll also have important announcements in there that are specific to the postgrads at Kent. So that's a really important group to follow. A couple things to know about joining that group or following that group. First of all, be sure to fill out the membership questions, because if you don't fill out the membership questions, I will deny your request, because I want to be sure that everyone's a postgrad. So if you have tried to join and you've been denied, that's probably why. So be sure to request again and fill out those membership questions so that I can be sure that we're all on the same page, that we're all postgrads at Kent, to keep that community safe and non-spammy. So be sure to join that. Zoe has posted the link for that. And then once you're in that group, be sure to turn your notifications on, because that way you'll get any announcement that we make right away. And sometimes they're really cool things, like there's free food on campus, go get it. Or sometimes people who live in the Wolf accommodation buildings will ask, like, is anybody else having trouble with Wi-Fi, or is it just me? You know, stuff like that, so that we can kind of keep things together as a community. So turn your notifications on. Another thing, I don't know if Zoe's posted this yet. Yes, she did. We are launching our KGSA postgraduate Instagram. So be sure to follow that. We're going to be populating that with all of our event information for Welcome Week. So get on that today, and then after this live feed, we'll be populating that with all of our things. So I think that's it for like the social media stuff. Be sure to go back through all the comments. If you see me looking this way, it's because that's where my questions and comments are. So be sure to go back through all of those and follow everything that you need to follow so that you can keep up to date. And I think that's it for that, right, guys? Let me know if I'm missing anything. And then again, before I get to the events, I want to quickly talk about Free Cycle. So a lot of people have been asking about when that starts. Today was the big move out day for postgrads who have been living in Kent for the last, in Wolf for the last year. So we got tons of donations today. The common room in the Wolf Academic Building, which is the postgraduate common room, is totally full of tons of stuff. Anything that you're going to need moving in, we've got it there, and you can get it for free when you come. So we're going to be spending the next couple days sorting that out to make it a nice little shop for you to walk into and grab stuff. And what was I going to say? It'll be available for taking things starting on Saturday. So the rules of the Free Cycle, I keep trying to look at the camera, but I'm also reading comments, so I don't really know where to look. But the rules for the Free Cycle are that we limit people to 5 items each on your first round through. So when we say 5 items, we're not super stingy about it. A bunch of hangers is 1 item. 1 complete eating set, like a plate, a bowl, a fork, a knife, a spoon, that's 1 item. We just want to be respectful of everybody and let everybody have an opportunity to get in there and get stuff. So once everyone's had a run through, we'll give it a few days. Probably on Thursday, we'll let everybody in to take anything that's left with no limit on it. So that'll be great. You'll have access to duvets, sheets, pots, pans, lamps, books, anything that you can think of, because we have a lot of international students who will have moved out and can't bring all that stuff with them, so they've donated. Even like cute decorating things. I still have some stuff from the Free Cycle. I think you might be able to see this clock behind me down there. It does work. It just sort of fell off the wall. I got that in the Free Cycle. I think that vase I got in the Free Cycle. So they have a lot of cute things. So that's something that we started a few years ago, so that outgoing postgrads could donate things to incoming postgrads. So it creates a nice community, but it also helps with sustainability and recycling. Lorraine's talking to me. I'm getting messages. Okay, so I think that was it for sort of my housekeeping things. So now that we are about 15 minutes in and we have oh, we have a lot of people jumping on now, so that's great. I'll start talking about the events for Welcome Weeks now that we have them all sorted. So first of all, I want to apologize that it took so long to get all that stuff done. If you have watched the other live streams or read some of my posts, you know that there's been a big restructure in the university this year. So there was a little bit of confusion about where our funding was coming from and who was in charge of sort of helping us. But we've worked that out now, finally, like a week before it's supposed to happen. It's all sorted, so we're good to go. So we're all set. We got the budget we wanted. Everything's pretty much planned out. So get your diary out, because now I will start telling you what we're doing. So the first event that's going to take place is on Saturday the 14th. So that is the first day of arrivals. So if you're coming to move in, that's your day to move in. Oh, I have a lot of people joining, and be sure you can start posting questions if you want. I'll sort of answer them as I go. So Saturday the 14th, from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m., we have what we're calling our speed meeting event. We did this last year, and we sort of tested it out last year, and I think it worked really well. So we're going to do it again. It's sort of a low-key thing because we know that people are tired. They've been traveling. They've been moving in. If you're living in Wolf, we don't have elevators, so you're going to have to walk up and down to move stuff in. So we get that. People are tired. It's low-key. It's really short. So we're going to meet in the Wolf Common Room at 7 p.m. We'll give people 15 minutes or so to show up. And then, oh, that's just been posted. Oh, you are like fire. The second I talk about it, they're posting it. These people are awesome. Okay, so that event is now up live on the page, so you can take a look at it. So basically what we're going to do so meet us at 7 in the Wolf Common Room, which is where the free cycle is. We'll let you know where that is. We'll walk you over to Origins. It's like a 2-3 minute walk, nothing difficult. And from there, you guys can get a couple drinks, you can get food. So we have like the back of Origins sort of booked out, sort of a private postgrad space in a sense. So once we get there, everybody will get a name tag. You can write down the degree that you're doing, the program that you're in, and it'll be a nice chance for you to go find people who are doing the same degree and in the same program. And then you can just hang out, chat, play games, whatever you want to do. There are pool tables in there and stuff. But we're not going to keep you too late because we know that you're probably tired. So that's sort of a drop in, drop out, if you want to, low-key casual thing. So the next night, Sunday the 15th, that's going to be our pizza and a movie night. So we are going to get pizza for everybody who says that they're coming. So this is going to be a really important one for you to indicate going on the invitation so that we know how much to get. We have the Wolf Lecture Theater completely booked out, so we have like the huge screen to watch a movie, and that's just been posted too. Ah, Zoe, you're the best. Julia, I see your question. I'll come back to it in just a second. So we have the whole Wolf Lecture Theater booked out. We'll have a big, huge screen TV. We'll decide as a group what we want to watch. We'll have some options, and then everybody will get some pizza. If enough people indicate that they're going and we don't have people showing up who didn't say they weren't coming, you should be able to get about 2 slices each. That's the plan. So definitely click that you're going so that we get enough. So that night's really fun. Again, low-key, hang out, watch a movie, eat some pizza, eat some free pizza. That's a good one. Okay, so then we come into the week. So that's the end of arrivals weekend. Everyone should be moved in by then if you're living in Wolf. And then on Monday, the university is going to start some inductions and stuff like that. So you're going to have important things to go through throughout the day. But we sort of booked our things around that. So we shouldn't be conflicting with anything. If we are, let us know. We'll see what we can do. But the first thing we have going on is what we call our cathedral and town tour. They might have it up as Canterbury and Cathedral Tour. So at 1 o'clock, we'll meet in the Wolf Common Room. We will walk everybody down the hill so that you know how to get there walking, and we'll walk into town and we'll take you to the cathedral entrance. Your student card will get you into the cathedral for free, so that's awesome. Be sure to bring it with you. And then from there, once we get you there, we're going to have a list of really important places you should know about, where to get groceries, where to get kitchen supplies, stuff like that. Yeah, Lorene, you can post the links to the events as we're going. That would be great. So we'll have a list, and we'll all be sort of around town for the next couple hours, pointing people in directions if they need help. So if you want to take the bus back, we'll probably have a group showing people how to take the bus or where to get the bus. If you want to walk back, we'll have a group walking. If you just want to kind of go at your own and figure it out, that's up to you. You can do that too. So that one's really easy because you're going to be on your own schedule, do what you want to do, but at least you know how to get to town and you know where the important things are. and look for people in the black baseball hats. If you're in town and you get lost, we'll help you out. And then later that night, so that event's at 1 o'clock, and then again at 7 o'clock, we'll meet at the Wolf Common Room, and that's gonna be the on-campus bar crawl. So we're waiting for a little bit of confirmation about that because that's being run through the university. It's not technically our event, but we have booked a spot for postgrads to do that event sort of on our own. So we'll be in our own group instead of mingling with those pesky undergrads. So you can sort of isolate if you want to, but that one's really fun. We have a specific route to go through campus, to go through all the different venues, bars, restaurants on campus. And that's a fun one because you know, we have glow sticks and high vis vests and glitter and, you know, just make it fun, make it bright. It's just kind of a fun night to see what campus has to offer you and to get a couple drinks along the way if you want to. You don't have to. We have a lot of people who choose not to drink, and that's totally fine. I don't drink much. The other officers will tell you, like, they try to get me to drink, and I'm like, it's not my thing. I go to bed early, I get up early, I'm old, what can I say? Okay, so that takes us through Monday. So that 7 to 10 is that bar crawl. Again, meet at the Wolf Common Room, and the link to that event is gonna be up. So I'll take a quick break because I had a couple questions coming in. So Julia, your question. You read that it's possible to do laundry via the Circuit app, but when you went to download it today, it had terrible reviews. Yes, so the Circuit app has always been an issue. It's just notorious for shutting down all the time. So the problem is, Bill was trying to get my attention. He's like hitting at me. Sorry, baby, not right now. The problem with the Circuit app is that, and Circuit in general, is that they're sort of the only laundry providers in Kent, so we don't have an option to change providers, so we have to stick with them. Having said that, you can get a free laundry card from Wolf Reception that you can just load with money. It's pretty easy. You can load it from your phone, and you don't have to worry about the app going down. So you can get the prepaid card for free. Does that answer your question, Julia? If you want to know more information, just let me know, and I'll talk some more about that. Ryan Boyd says, "Do not get the app." Ryan lived in Wolf last year. She's kind of my bestie. Yeah. Don't get the app. It's not really worth it. I only had a couple problems with it when I was living in Wolf, but that was a couple years ago, and apparently this last year, terrible. So I don't think I have any other questions. So if I don't have any other questions, I'll go on to Tuesday's event. Yeah? Okay. So Tuesday's event. We don't have an event on Tuesday. And that's because you have your big postgraduate inductions. So we're going to give you a little space that day. There was something that we were thinking about doing that I don't think we're going to end up doing that day because of the inductions. So that's Tuesday. Zoe, yeah, you're welcome, Julia. Zoe and Flora, did I say everything I needed to say about Tuesday? That's what we have in the Google Doc. Yeah. So we'll just do those inductions, and then we'll still be around. The free cycle will be open. You can still come get things, and we'll still be wandering around helping you out if you need to know where to go or anything. Sorry, hold on just a second. There's someone at the door. Just a second. Okay, I'm so sorry about that. That was my neighbor. We're good friends, so I think she was stopping by to say hi. But she took the dog so that he doesn't bark. So he's gonna go hang out at their house. Sorry, guys. Haha, Bilbo the Brave. Yeah, he is a brave protector. Like, anyone who tries to come in my house, he's like, no, you don't get in. Okay, so sorry. So Tuesday is postgraduate inductions. So we don't have anything going on. Did I miss anything while I walked away? Ryan says that even reception recommends not to get the app because of the Wi-Fi issues with that app. So yeah, don't get the app. Is it possible to get the bus card for half of a year? Or do they only provide a full year? The bus card is only for a full year. So one thing that's, and I'm gonna push this every time I talk about it too, definitely get the bus pass. It's absolutely worth it. The University of Kent has this really big subsidized agreement with the bus system here. So you get it for relatively cheap. I think for the other university in the area, it's at least 2 times as much. If you want to get a day pass, it's like £3, or I think it's more than £3 now. So it's definitely worth it to get the pass. It's to, correct me if I'm wrong, you guys, I don't know if this changed. Oh, come on, Lorraine. So correct me if I'm wrong, but the bus pass I think is about 280-ish, 280-ish pounds. You get a discount if you buy it during Welcome Week. So definitely do that because you're going to get some money off, and it's worth it. Like you're going to use it all the time, whether you live on campus or off campus. You're definitely going to use that bus pass. Sorry, my hat's a little crooked. I'm trying to fix it. Okay. Does that answer your bus pass question? I think I got that one. Okay. Flora says you can always organize your own thing to do with meeting new people at the speed meet, at the movie night or pub crawl. Yeah. So none of our events are mandatory, just to be sure that you know that, because some people have asked if they have to come to our events, and no, you don't have to. They're exclusive to postgrads. That's the only thing. We don't let undergrads in, but you can decide if you want to go or not. That's up to you. Okay, so Tuesday is all your induction, so we don't have anything planned. So let's move on to Wednesday. So Wednesday, this is a bit tentative at the moment because we're trying to work out who's going to fund this one still, because in the past it's been put on by a couple different people. So we're just going to make sure that we can put this on. So pending, we'll post it just in case, and if it doesn't work out, maybe we'll figure out something else to do on Wednesday. But from 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock, we have a traditional afternoon British tea in the Rose Garden behind the Darwin building. And that's really fun. If you've seen some of the promotional pictures that we've done of Bilbo, there's one of him in his little like University of Kent t-shirt, and he's got a cup of tea in front of him. That was taken at last year's afternoon tea event in the Rose Garden. And it was his first ever tea as a nice British gentleman. If you watched the last video, you know his story. I brought him over from the States. People have asked what kind of dog he is. I don't know. He's like this wild sort of like Mexican border, American border dog. He's a rescue. He is a retired service dog. That's all I know about him. Is he was like government service. So he's very well trained. He's really great with babies, other animals, people who are having any sort of like emotional situation. So we like to have him around because he's my baby. Yeah, so that's the afternoon tea from 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock on Wednesday the 18th. And we'll let you know for sure if that's going to happen. I hope it is. We just had like a couple people saying like, well, I thought you did it and I thought you did it. So we just have to work that out. We currently don't have a Facebook event for that because we weren't sure about it. So be sure to watch out for that if you want to come to the afternoon tea. Okay, so next event we have going on is Thursday the 19th. And that's another nighttime event. So that's our annual postgraduate quiz night, pub quiz night. We have specific questions that are applicable to the University of Kent and postgrad life sort of in general. And I think a couple things about like the different parts of the UK and stuff like that. So that's really fun to do because you're going to learn a lot about the university, but it also gets like really, really competitive and really fun. And we'll have prizes for the winners for that one. So that one's great. We'll let you kind of form your own teams. And I tend to be super, super stingy about people using their cell phones. If I see anyone taking their cell phone out to cheat, like I used to be a teacher. I used to be a high school teacher. I'll take that phone away. Don't worry about it. I'll take it away. So no cheating. So that's our quiz night, 7 o'clock to 10 p.m. To 10 o'clock. Again, we're going to meet in the Wolf Common Room. And then we'll take you over to the Gulbenkian, which is just right across the street from Wolf. So again, short walk. Don't worry about if you're wearing heels or something uncomfortable. That's a really short walk just across the street. And we're working on for that one. I think I can say it because I'm pretty sure it's going to happen anyway. We're working on some free drink vouchers for that one. So again, whether you want to drink alcohol or non-alcohol, we might be able to get you some free drinks that night. So that one's up. That pub quiz is up. So that one's really fun. I really had a fun time with that one when I did it. Okay, moving on to Friday the 20th, we have another nighttime event and another pub crawl. This one is in town. So this is super fun. You're going to get to know the town at night. You're going to get to know the best pubs to go to. We'll have like glow sticks and high vis vests, and we'll walk you in and we'll tell you where to go. And We have a couple, we're working on some deals with some pubs, so we might be able to get, discounted drinks and stuff like that. So again, for that one, 7 p.m., meet in the Wolf Common Room. We'll walk you down the hill. And then for that, we usually let people, we go to the first few pubs with you kind of as a group. And then after that, we tend to find that people want to sort of branch off on their own anyway. So feel free to branch off when you want or if you want. And go find your favorite pubs in town. If you need, we'll have a couple people staying with you, I think, throughout the night who can help you get on buses or walk back up to campus if you need to, because we want to make sure that you guys stay safe. So that's the pub crawl, and that's on Friday night. And then our last event, so we go Saturday to Saturday, full week of events for you guys. The last postgraduate event is on Saturday the 21st. And again, it's at 7 p.m. And this one is sort of our like fancy welcome reception thing. It's our way of capping off the welcome week and welcoming you into a brand new academic year at the University of Kent. And if you're new to the University of Kent, it's a way of welcoming you to the community. And having said that, you don't need to be a new postgraduate to come to our events, just a postgraduate in general. So if you've been here for a while, you're more than welcome to come too. We'll still give you free drinks and free food and all that stuff. So our welcome reception, again, we will meet, we'll have a group meeting you at Wolf, and again, literally just walking right across the street. So we tend to dress up. If you want to wear fancy clothes, that's up to you. Come as you are. If you prefer to be comfy, that's fine too. But we encourage people to dress up if they want to. So we like to get a little bit fancy that night because we have champagne and nibbles and stuff like that. So if you're wearing heels, don't worry about it. We're literally just walking across the street, so you don't have to do a lot of walking that night. And that's it for our Welcome Week events. So really quickly, I'll just name them again and what day they are in case you missed anything. And if you guys have any questions about those events, feel free to post them in here and I'll answer them as I'm here. I'm going to try to take only about 10, 15 more minutes so that we don't go too over time on this. So first event, Saturday the 14th, 7 p.m., the speed meeting event. We're going to meet in the Wolf Common Room, but the actual event is in Origins, which is right across the street. So we'll walk you over there. Sunday the 15th, 7 o'clock to 10 o'clock p.m., our pizza and movie night, and that will take place in the Wolf Lecture Theater. And make sure that one's really important that you click that you're going so that we get enough pizza for everybody. So we'll have a massive screen to watch a movie on and mingle and eat pizza. We'll have drinks and stuff too. So that's Sunday. Monday the 16th at 1 o'clock, we will do our Canterbury and Cathedral tour. So we'll walk you down the hill, wear comfortable walking shoes that day. Make sure you check on the weather. I'll check on the weather in the morning and I'll post on the event if you guys need to bring an umbrella or wear a raincoat or anything like that. But do wear comfortable shoes because it's about a 20 to 30 minute walk into town. If there are people who don't want to make the walk, we'll have a group taking the bus with you. So you don't have to walk if you don't want to. We'll meet everybody at the cathedral. And then also on Monday at 7 p.m., it is the on-campus bar crawl. So that's a university event, but we have a specific group designated and specific route designated just for postgrads. So again, 7 p.m., we'll meet at the Wolf Common Room and we'll do that with you. Wear bright clothes, wear reflective things, lights, whatever you want. That night's just kind of fun to get to know campus and walk around in the dark a little bit. It's kind of fun. Tuesday, no official events from us because that's postgraduate inductions. And be sure to go to those. You don't have to come to our events, but you do need to go to your inductions because you're going to get a lot of really important information that you're going to need when it comes to studying at the University of Kent. I'll be giving a couple talks there. The Dean of the Graduate School will be giving a couple talks. Pretty much all of the faculty and staff members that you're going to need to know will be there to give you information. So those are really important. Wednesday, the 18th, 2 o'clock, 2 to 4. We're doing, hopefully, the afternoon tea in the Rose Garden. Keep an eye out for that invite because we do have to confirm that with the master's office and with the university. Thursday the 19th, 7 p.m., our pub quiz at the Gulbenkian. We'll meet you again at the Wolf Common Room. We'll walk right across the street, so don't worry about having to wear comfortable shoes or about too long of a distance walking because it's literally just right across the street from the Wolf complex. Friday the 20th, 7 p.m., our pub crawl in town. This is one, again, we'll be walking down the hill. We'll have a group taking the bus if there are people who don't want to make the walk. But because it is a pub crawl and because there are cobblestones and stuff in town, be sure to wear comfy shoes that night. because you'll probably be doing quite a bit of walking. And then last, on Saturday the 21st at 7 p.m., that's going to be our fancy welcome reception. So feel free to dress up. It's just a walk right across the street from the Wolf Complex. So no need to worry about those high heels or anything if you want to do that. And that's about it when it comes to events. So Lorene, Zoe, Flora, if you guys can think of anything that I didn't cover or that people should know, if anybody who's on right now has any questions. I didn't get a lot of questions submitted this time. I just sort of had people DMing me with things and I kind of answered them as I was going, but I didn't really find anything to be too general that I hadn't discussed already. So I don't really have any questions prepared, but Lorene, Flora, oh, James. Hi, James. How are ya? Good to have you. Can you think of anything, James, that postgrads would need to know, or anybody coming into the university would need to know when they first get here? Maybe anything that you wish you knew? Think that's it? Oh, we might actually have a short broadcast tonight. I didn't goof around too much. I didn't get too distracted this time. Yay me. I tend to get very distracted. I go off on tangents all the time. That's it? Okay, well, I'll wait a couple more minutes for a couple more questions or comments if they come in. But that was a good one about the laundry, thank you. I guess I'll cover a couple things about living in Wolf. So if you're living in Wolf, a couple things that you need to know. Oh, Ryan says that there isn't anything that she can think of that she would have wanted to know, but she says do go to your inductions. And Flora says, oh, yes. So at the very beginning of this video, I gave you a couple social media things to follow. Be sure that you're following our new KGSA Instagram account because we're going to be putting a lot of our event stuff on there. The link should be in our comments. Oh, it's the pinned comment is our Instagram account. So be sure to get on that. Oh, thank you, James. So be sure to get, they just posted that again. Be sure to get on Twitter. If you don't already have a Twitter, as a postgraduate, you should definitely have a Twitter because that's how all the academics sort of network and socialize. And it's going to be really important to start building that Twitter network. So get on Twitter. Once you're there, we have a couple links of Twitter pages and Twitter people that you should follow. Follow me at Unikent Shelley. If you need to know who else to follow, you can find them sort of in my following list, or I retweet people all the time. Join our exclusive Facebook group that's just for postgrads. Be sure to answer the membership questions. I will deny your request if you haven't answered the question, so be sure to do that. And the free cycle. So I think I covered all sort of like the housekeeping things. Thanks, Rowita. I told you I was gonna get a hat. Rowita might be helping out with Welcome Week as well. I do have a hat for you, just sort of like a generic postgrad officer hat, if you're going to be around, just so people know who to come to. I'm just joining. Will the video go up after the live? Yes, this video will be available after I'm done with the live broadcast. It'll be on the page with the videos that I did over the last couple of days. So you can go back and I think there's just kind of different information in each video. There's some things I talk about in every video because I think they're really important. But yeah, you can go back and watch those other videos, and you can watch this one too once I'm done. There was another thing I kind of wanted to talk about. I wanted to sort of gauge what people would think about this because I thought about doing it last year, but it just never really ended up happening. A lot of people here have Fitbits. I'm actually not wearing mine right now because it died. But because there's so much walking involved in the UK, I don't know about if there are other people who are coming from the States, like we drive everywhere, but there's so much walking involved here, especially if you're walking into town or walking through town or whatever. I kind of wanted to start some like postgraduate like Fitbit challenges if people are into that. I think that would be really fun and kind of get people up and moving and maybe a little bit competitive. So if you have a Fitbit or you want to get a Fitbit and you would be interested in joining a postgrad Fitbit challenge to see who can get the most steps in a weekend or in a week, I think that would be really fun. We could probably organize some prizes for that as well for whoever wins. Zoe is asking that people vote on the movie. So in our event that we've created for the movie night, which is, looking at my thing here, movie night is Sunday night. In the Facebook event that we created for that, there's going to be a poll for movies. So be sure that you go in and vote for what movie you want. Let me just check my phone really quick because I got a few messages from other people who wanted me to talk about certain things. I got the Instagram, I got the poll. Yeah, okay. I think I touched on all those. Um, let's see. And if you don't have a Fitbit, if that's not like the brand of walker that you have, that's totally fine too. I think that there's a way to do challenges crossing platforms. So if anyone knows how to do that, and just has like a step tracker, and wants to join challenges, let me know because I don't know, I think that would be really fun to do. Flora says that the Walker app is a fun way to track your steps too. Yeah, so maybe we can figure out a way of like joining all the different apps together, and getting prizes to people who do the most steps. Get people active, get people walking around, being a little bit competitive. Um, Ryan says, please make the most of these events. I made so many friends because of these postgrad events. Thanks, Ryan. That's how I became your friend. But it's true. Like that's how I met all my friends when I first came, was going to these postgraduate events. And every year there's been at least one or two people I've met coming to these events that have become like my best friends. And I've hung out with them all year and we've become really, really close. Ryan's just the latest one. She was my vice president. She was also the RSO, the resident support officer for Wolf. Um, so she was around a lot, and I miss her. She flew back to the States like 2 days ago, so we're still sort of in our like separation anxiety mode. Yes, so come to the events. And also, if you want to help with the events, that's another great way to meet people. And we're always looking for volunteers. I put out an announcement today to ask people to volunteer for the free cycle, because right now it kind of looks like it's just going to be me sorting like a whole room full of items. So if you're around, I would absolutely appreciate the help. And it's a great way to get to know people and make some friends. Lorene says that in June or July, there is a cool event called Run for the Ocean, where you spend €1. Oh, they spend €1 for every kilometer walk to clean the ocean. That could be fun. Maybe we could do that as like a postgraduate community. That might be really fun. If you guys are into that, let me know. We'll do that. Anything else that you guys can think of? Do you have questions from any new incoming students? Anything from current students who, if there are anything that you think that I needed to cover or that you wish you knew when you came? I'm checking my notes here because I think I covered everything I needed to cover. Yeah? Should we call it? Lorene's probably like, yes, you've been talking for 40 minutes. You're done now. I love you, Lorene. I'm sad that you're gone too. Okay, so that's our whole event calendar for the week. We'll have all those events up now, and eventually in the next couple of days we'll have like a full graphic that has everything. So it'll be, and we'll have paper ones to hand out when you get here, so you can have like a nice, clean sort of what to do every day. And then every morning I will be tweeting out at Uni Kent Shelley the agenda for the day, what to wear, what to expect for the weather, and I will also be I'll also be putting that on Facebook. Rowena wants to know where's Bilbo again. Rowena, again, you showed up too late because he was here, and if you were on time to things, you could see him. But now he's at the neighbor's house. She came a knocking, so he went over. Lorene has to write her dissertation, so she's got to go. Ryan says Bilbo's probably sleepy. He's a very sleepy boy. Okay, it's not his fault. He's just a sleepy bumpkins. I think that's all the questions. Okay, so for anyone who tuned in late or you don't know who I am, before I sign off, I'll just give you a quick sort of who I am and who some of these people are. I'm Shelley Lortz. I'm the president of the postgraduate officers, postgraduate community at the University of Kent. And I'm doing a lot of the sort of social media and stuff for the university, so you've probably seen my face and my dog's face around a lot. And then the other people who are on right now that you should know, I made a post about them earlier, who have been amazing in helping me get Welcome Week together and to make sure that these live streams are running smoothly. We have Lorene, who was our events officer for the past year. She has just moved to Munich. Right? You're in Munich. You didn't go back to, well, you went to Austria. Anyway, she's in Munich for a job. She's finishing her dissertation. She's almost done with her master's. So we miss her, but she's been helping out a lot. All of the really nice banners that you see on our events, that's Lorene. She's our resident banner artist. The other people to know who have been logged in are Zoe. Zoe's going to be the new vice president this coming year, and she's also been incredible with helping to book these Welcome Week events and get them all sorted. And then, of course, Flora, who her name on Facebook is Paulina, but she goes by Flora. She's the new events officer, and she has also been absolutely incredible in getting everything planned. So thank you, amazing, amazing people who have helped me get all this done. I really appreciate it. So any questions that you have, you can also contact them. And they'll be around to help you. Zoe says, feel free to send me friend requests. Yeah, send us friend requests. Keep in touch. If you have any questions, you can ask any one of us. And I will either answer them. If you DM me, I'll answer them personally. If it's a good general question, I'll address it in another live stream. I'm not going to do a live stream tomorrow because I have to do some PhD stuff for my annual review. But then I'll do one last one on Friday as sort of like a last welcome kind of thing. Any other things that you need to know before you're moving in, I'll do that on Friday. Time to be determined. So anyway, thank you for tuning in. I'm really looking forward to meeting all of you. It's been really fun to get all this ready for you. So I hope that it goes off without a hitch and that you guys have an amazing welcome week experience. And again, if there's anything that anybody needs coming in, academic, housing, if you're just like feeling nervous and you need a little reassurance, you are more than welcome to reach out to any one of us. And we can, at the very least, we'll signpost you. But if there's anything that we can help with, even if it's just sort of reassuring you a little bit that everything's going to be great, we'll definitely do that, because our big mission as the postgraduate officer team is to make sure that new students coming in, because it can be really scary, especially if you're coming from another country. We want to be sure that you know that you have sort of like a set group of friends here. Like, we're always going to be here for you. You have people to go to. We want it to be a really welcoming environment. So thanks for tuning in. If you're watching this broadcast after it's live, I may not read your comments because they don't pop up for me. So if there is a question that you have in the recorded video afterward, you can DM that to me, and I'll be sure to answer that for you. I got one more message. Why do I always miss the dog? Because you're always late. Okay, so again, thanks for logging in. We're excited to meet you, and I will pop back on for a live stream on Friday. Okay, bye.